Hey guys, good to see you back on the analysis video. This week Pranay is out, so I'm gonna go solo on this one. Last week we've had a few games. Some of them were rained out on Saturday. We only had a couple of games happening on Sunday. So what happened there? Just take a quick look at those. Gladiators beat Badshahs by 33 runs. That was a big win for them. Everybody thought initially at the beginning of the fall season that Badshahs with the combined team of Kings and Badshahs would make a really good combination, and they would do really good. But what happened so far is that they've lost the first three games. Hopefully they'll come back in the rest of the season. But Gladiators beat them by 33 runs. So Rahul Prakash ended up with 3 for 7, and Narsimha Rao with 3 for 12. And Badshahs got bundled out for 47, chasing 80. So that's a big win. Most of the Saturday other games got rained out. On Sunday morning, I think All Is Well and Patriot Avengers played at Herndon. It's an 8 o'clock game. And then what happened there was Patriots got bundled out cheaply for 57. Ravi Teja was the main destructor with 3 for 7. And every other bowler chipped in with 2 wickets. And then All Is Well, scored 62 for 5. They won by 5 wickets. Sandy actually took the game away with a crucial 27 when they were reeling at 30 for 5. Stallions Beamers. We all know that Beamers is a new team which replaced Kings, but they just got mauled on this day. Stallions scored a huge 167 for 6. Prem 65 and Basha 38. This game was actually helped as a huge net run rate boost for Stallions because Beamers got bundled out for 58. So that was a big win. Dark Knights lost to Warriors. Warriors needed this big win. Mithun bowled well for 3 wickets for 8 runs, and Dark Knights got bundled out for 68. I think Harsha scored 35 for Warriors, and then they won by 6 wickets. So that's a big win. Panthers Super Giants. We thought, me and Pranay thought last week that it was going to be a straightforward win for Panthers because they were playing good so far. But what happened in this game was the opposite. Super Giants came back well. They scored big, 107 in 20 overs. Rohit Vanthana was the prime player for Super Giants. He made 39, and then he also got 3 wickets for 10 runs. And then Panthers got bundled out for 63. So that was like a 30-plus run win. It's good for Super Giants because they have not won any games so far in this season. Panthers will be upset because they were doing good with 3 wins. And this loss is going to actually peg them back, but hopefully they'll come back strong in the next couple of games. So that's so far what happened last week. If you look at the points tally so far, Pool A, Panthers is still leading with 12 points, but Stallions is with 8 points, but their run rate is 1.81, which is huge. Patriots Avengers also 8 points, and Warriors is also 8 points. So these are the top 4 currently in Pool A. In Pool B, it's a different scenario. Most of them only have played 2 games because of the rainouts. But right now it's DCC, Hawks, Bindas, and Gladiators in the top 4. DCC run rate is 2.18. I mean, huge run rate for just 2 games. And then Hawks similarly have 2.15. I think they've already played the weaker teams, and they won big, so that will help their net run rate. So let's take a look at the games this weekend, and also there's some rained out games rescheduled coming up starting next Tuesday. So let's take a look at them and also do some predictions on who's going to win. This week, starting today, Thursday, it's going to be All Is Well Super Giants. It's a pool game within the pool game, and given what happened last week with Super Giants winning against Panthers, everybody will be excited to see how Super Giants will perform against All Is Well. But since it's a weekday game, I think All Is Well will be full power, and then All Is Well should take this game. Saturday morning on Centerville, 8 o'clock, Bindas versus Super Giants again. So Super Giants is playing like 2 games in like 2 days. So Bindas or Super Giants, I think we would probably pick Bindas because given their strengths, they would take the game 8 o'clock. Panthers versus Black Mambas. They are head-to-head 1-1, but it's 11:30 Saturday game. Black Mambas need to win at least a couple of games to stay in contention, to stay in Division 1. If not, they're going down. They've lost the game so far. Panthers will need a good comeback after they lost to Supergiants. So I think Panthers will take this one. They come full strength. Saturday 3 p.m. It's DCC versus Warriors. Warriors had a good game last weekend, but it'll be a really different ball game with the opposition as DCC. And I think the head-to-head was DCC 4 and Warriors 2. So going with the head-to-head, I'll pick DCC as the winner. Gladiators versus Beamers. Again, no-brainer. Beamers is not playing like a Division 1 team at all. Obviously, they're not. They need to go back to Division 2, win some games, win a season, and then probably come back up if they have to. So Gladiators is going to take this one. It's a Saturday 6:30 evening game. So on Sunday, again, going with the cross-pool games this week, Supernova will be playing Dark Knights, 8 a.m. game in Centerville. The head-to-head was Supernova 3 and Dark Knights 1. Dark Knights actually won their first game against Supernova in spring 2018. So that was like recently. But bearing that, they have never won a game at all with Supernova. So, and also Supernova is looking to peg back its way with what happened in spring, so they want to come back strong. So I think they'll take this game. It may be a close game, but they'll take this one, Supernova. Again, the big game coming up, 11:30 Sunday, Centerville. All is Well versus Hawks. They have played each other many a times. I think there was also a championship game they played against each other. But if you see the head-to-head, All is Well is 1 and Hawks is 7. So it's most of the times Hawks had the upper hand. And if Pranay was here today, he would probably give us some inside details into the team compositions and stuff. But all in all, it's going to be a big game. It's probably going to be a close game, with both teams coming loggerheads against each other for the first time in this season. And for a pick, I think I'll go with Hawks. Not just because All is Well is the current champions, but All is Well and Hawks head-to-head. Hawks have the upper hand. And might be also there could be a clash with All is Well playing a game elsewhere. So hopefully they will be a full strength, and Hawks too. They will be full strength, but I'll pick Hawks. The 3 o'clock game on Sunday, Patriots Avengers versus Batches. Again, the head-to-head is Patriots Avengers 2 and Batches 1. Hopefully Batches, try to make a comeback. But for this game, I'll pick Patriots Avengers. Stallions versus Beamers again, Sunday 6:30. It's probably going to be a straightforward pick, Stallions. So coming to the next week, weekday games, Tuesday, 14th August, it's a big one. DCC versus Bindas. Their head-to-head is 1-1, probably for last season, but that's going to be a really big game. 7:30 weekday game. Both teams should be full strength. And again, my pick would be DCC, just because they play well. 15th August, Wednesday, Hawks will be playing Cricket Ninjas. That's probably not going to be as big a game, but it's Hawks who's going to take that game. And 16th August, next week, Thursday, Supernova versus Black Mambas. Black Mambas has 2 games coming up in the weekend and also next Thursday. They need to start winning these big games if they want to stay in Division 1. Else, that could be the last nail in the coffin for Black Mambas. So if they lose against Panthers this weekend, and if they lose against Black Mambas, that should do it for them, and they'll probably be going to Division 2. So that's the games for this weekend and coming week. So hopefully we'll have all the games happen, and rain should not play a spawn sport. Good luck to all the teams. And before we go, again, we would like to reiterate that all of you might have seen the email from the organizers regarding trash being left on the fields. I mean, we've been playing in this league for so long, all of us, and most of us have been playing in multiple leagues. I don't think it should be reiterated by the organizers time and again that leaving litter and leaving trash behind on the field after your game should be a responsibility by the by the teams. But it should not be reminded time and again. We are big enough, we are all mature enough to take that responsibility. The team which finishes the last game of the day, it doesn't matter if it's even not your trash. It just takes a couple of hands to pick up the water bottles and the Gatorade bottles and some, trash lying down, to just pick it up and put it in the trash cans. I think we will all try and do that coming from the season, because the fields we are playing in, we have the permits for them. The schools and the counties have given us those fields by putting a trust on us, and I think we should maintain that trust and start keeping our fields clean, and so that it keeps the county trust on us going. So guys, again, just want to reiterate, let's keep our fields clean up our trash behind us, and let's be clean and neat and be mature. Alright guys, good luck, and we'll all see you on the field. Bye.